to interrupt you there. Stay with me, Yesha. We need to also speak to the visuals that are coming in, latest images coming in of Devendra Fadnavis, the Maharashtra Chief Minister, expressing his condolences, also accompanied by Jagdambe Kapal and Eknath Shinde in the frame. All of them extremely grim and shocked. They are in fact meeting and conveying their condolences to Sunetra Pawar, wife of Ajit Pawar, also an MP, and she herself arrived in Baramati just a while ago. Remember, she was in the national capital for the first day of the budget session, but the shock is more than visible. The entire alliance is in fact completely devastated, as you can see from the expressions of Devendra Fadnavis and even Eknath Shinde. What we are being told is that the last rites will be performed tomorrow at 11 a.m. as Yesha has been sharing with us. Prime Minister Modi and the Home Minister will also be in attendance. Quickly going back to Yesha, so we can see that Devendra Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde have made it to the hospital at the moment.
Absolutely. In fact, the visuals that we can see, these are the visuals of Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. In fact, as soon as the information came out, the Chief Minister had himself spoken about this, saying that we are faring well, and once things are clear, both of them would be heading to Baramati. Speaking of the Chief Minister said that he was a ground level, a politician who was connected to the ground, connected to people, and had condoled his death. Apart from that, when you speak of Eknath, the Deputy Chief Minister, he in fact had said that he'd lost an elder brother in Ajit Pawar. In fact, a loss that the entire Maharashtra would see, because clearly in speeches that both Eknath Shinde as well as Devendra Fadnavis gave, they spoke about how just a couple of days back all of them were together on one platform, and then this one information that came in about the demise of Ajit Pawar. Today, this morning, after meeting several people in Mumbai, was where Ajit Pawar had taken the chartered plane to Baramati to address a gathering just ahead of the elections that were scheduled, on February 4th. He had a couple of gatherings to be attended, to be addressed at Baramati, and which is where he was headed there. But this untimely demise of Ajit Pawar comes in, and which is where you see kind of situation even at Baramati, be it the leaders, or for that matter, be it even the common man, those of Baramati.
So, Yesha, this is indeed one loss which has not just dealt a huge blow to the Pawar Parivar, but you're also looking at the way it's going to shake up the entire alliance, perhaps in terms of the reliance that Devendra Fadnavis had on two key allies, one of course being Ajit Pawar, the other Eknath Shinde, and you can see in fact both of them in these images.
Absolutely. In fact, when we speak of Ajit Pawar, he held several key portfolios. He was instrumental in keeping the stock together of the NCP. Several key leaders from the NCP had moved on along with Ajit Pawar, and that's where you saw some of the key portfolios. In fact, when you speak of Ajit Pawar himself, he was holding finance along with him, and one of the leaders who, in fact, had presented the budget for more than 10 times. Of course, Ajit Pawar was always seen as someone who aspired to be the chief minister, and, with his that aspirations end. But for that matter, someone who served the deputy chief minister position for more than 6 times, and that speaks volume of the kind of political contribution that he had. Now that you speak of Ajit Pawar, this of course with his death, this of course would impact the whole equation in the Maharashtra politics, because clearly so far it was seen as a trio over the last two elections, that of Devendra Fadnavis, that of Eknath Shinde, and Ajit Pawar. But amidst all of this, now of course, so with how would this really shape up is something that we don't really have an answer to as of now.
So if you look at this image that's coming in right now, Devendra Fadnavis looking deeply shaken, depressed, to say the least. It doesn't seem like he's just lost an ally, he's lost a good friend, because people from within the Mahayuti alliance also talk about how Ajit Pawar was also someone who helped him to keep a check on the other ally, that is Eknath Shinde. So this could in fact change the political dynamics within the alliance as well. If you could weigh in on that aspect.
Absolutely. When it comes to Ajit Pawar and Devendra Fadnavis, they've clearly been allies. They've clearly been friends, even before they were chief minister and deputy chief minister. In fact, something that we've been discussing even before, when the Vidhan Sabha elections were announced. What was important to note is that when the three alliance partners, they were sitting together addressing the media after after having that win, the win that showed the might of IUT. There was clearly a joke by Eknath Shinde, wherein he said that Ajit Pawar is known to take over as deputy chief minister anytime in the day, be it morning or night. That was clearly referring to the earlier oath taking by Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar early in the morning, something that shook the entire Maharashtra politics then. And then again, when NCP split and Ajit Pawar decided to go along with the Mahayuti, that was again a big blow to the Maharashtra politics, because clearly Maharashtra had already seen a lot of political turmoil in the last couple of years. So here, yes, if we speak of Ajit Pawar and Devendra Fadnavis Kamaradi, it goes
Right,
way
stay with
beyond
me. In
way
fact,